Good morning, everybody. It is Saturday, January the 20th, 2024. As you can see behind me, we're at the Lacassine National Wildlife Refuge, which is located in Southwest Louisiana, just outside of Lake Charles. It's closer to the marsh area. That's what you're going to be seeing a lot of today. As you can see, I'm bundled up. It's a very chilly morning, but it's a perfect morning to be out here because A, the alligators are going to be hiding, and B, we're going to hopefully get to see a lot of geese that migrate south this time of the year. So this is going to be about a 5-mile loop, along much of it being on a levee, and then there's going to be a short road walk on the way back to where we start the loop today. So we're going to go ahead and get started now. So to get here, we came down Streeter Road back towards this parking lot, and you can see where we parked, and this is where we're going to be entering, and we're going to follow this in a clockwise direction. I'm going to go ahead and point out to you, this is an area that you can go on, much of the year, hiking, bicycling, fishing, archery hunting, and so forth. Just a short distance down, you can see there's a split, but if you're going to follow this loop, you're going to go to your left. Halfway through today's hike, we just made that hard turn to the right. If you go look at the map of this trail, on all trails, we're in the northwest corner of the trail now. So you can see behind me is going to be the straight shot. It's going to take us back to Streeter Road, and then we'll determine from there how much of this is still on the levee or how much we have to get back on the road. But so far, so good. It's been pretty cool. If you watch my Lake Martin video from late 2022, the surface is very similar to that of Lake Martin. It's a levee. So there are some smooth tracks because there's some four-wheelers that come through here, but also there's a lot of rough patches. So you just have to kind of keep your feet down, and the track gets better at certain stages like it's on now, and then it gets a little rougher, but all in all, it's been a very beautiful and quiet hike so far. And again, we're about, I guess about 2 miles left of today's hike. just finished that section that was on the northwest to northeast corridor, and this, as I showed earlier, that ran parallel to the trail, but no doubt that section was very cool, by far the nicest section of this trail. And I believe that when you come in, you'll be able to see that that's considered the birding trail. There's the sign right there indicating it. But what we're gonna do now is we're gonna go in this direction. This is street or road. This is the road we drove down on to get to the parking lot, because this levee section ends. Basically what you're seeing here, that birding trail goes off to the right. So we got about a mile left for the day, and I'll give you my thoughts at the end of the walk. Just a little over a quarter of a mile towards the end of today's hike, there is another little short trail that looks like it extends out. I'm gonna zoom in because it goes in the direction. You can see where that white post is. It's to the left and straight back. I don't know how far that goes though, but it looks like if you just want to veer off and get out in the middle of this marshy area and just extend your hike and maybe bring your binoculars and get some view of the birds and stuff, this might be a good little spot to walk. About a quarter of a mile left. I didn't expect to see this either. I missed it when we drove in, but this is like a little observation deck. And you can see a little ways up, actually down here, that truck was where I walked out a little while ago and showed you that little trail. But they also have nice little binocular set right here you can check out, and it does give you a good view of that tree line that runs right there. So pretty cool little place to stop right here and check it out. And again, we're about a quarter of a mile back to the car, and at that point I'll go ahead and wrap it up. Back at the car now, just finished up, and it's, according to All Trails, 5.24, 5.25 basically. It was cool, this whole hike. The first part of it, which was behind me where we started, it wasn't bad. And then when you're not used to walking on the marsh, you're kind of looking around like, hey, I hope there's no alligators or nothing. We saw one about halfway through, and it was way out in the water. Again, it was a very cold day. I think it's only going to get up to about 45. But nevertheless, though, a lot of cool views, and it's easy to follow. That last section before we got on street or road was probably the best. And then I showed you on the way back, even on the road walk stretch, we got right up to the Mermentau River. So I definitely recommend you come check this out sometime, and I will see you again soon on another Louisiana trail.